Hi there! How do you find algebraic expression? Easy? Last week we learned about algebraic terms, like term and unlike term. Also, we learned about coefficient. Today, we are going to put two algebraic expressions or three together, plus and minus. But how? We're going to use what we learned last week on like term and coefficient. They are very helpful in this topic. Let me show you how. Before that, let's do some revision on numbers. Chapter 1. When we look at this, 1 plus bracket, 2 plus 3 bracket. So there's bracket and there's plus. Remember the formula. 先做括弧，再做乘除，才做加减. So we look at the bracket, we'll do whatever is inside the bracket first. 2 plus 3, 5. Then only we plus with 1. So the answer is 6. Next, 1 minus bracket 2 plus 3 bracket. Again, 先做括弧. Look at the inside bracket. 2 plus 3 is 5. Connect with the outside. 1 minus 5, negative 4. Next, this is slightly different. 1 plus 4 bracket 2 plus 3 close bracket. So I have a bracket here. I also have a number before the bracket. When we look at this question, there is no number before the bracket. But here there is 1. So what is the connection between these two? Oh, there is a times here or multiply here. So when we look at this, I know first thing, 先做括弧里面，再做乘除 the second one, then only 加减. So let's look at the numbers inside the bracket. 2 plus 3 becomes 5. And then 5 connect with 4. There is a bracket there. So bracket also represent a multiply here, 10. So I add in the multiply. Then I plus 1. When I look at plus and multiply, 先做乘除，再做加减. So I'll settle this 20. And then plus 1 becomes 21. Let's look at the second one. Oh, it becomes minus. Again, bracket first. Inside bracket, 5. There's a bracket. Before that, there's a number. So 5 times 4. So 4 times 5 becomes 20. 1 minus 20, negative 19. So you have to be very familiar with this before we move on to the variable, the algebraic. Now I'm going to link between the number and the variable. Have a look. 1 apple on my left plus 1 apple on my right. Altogether, how many apples do I have? Yes, I have 2 apples. So let me represent apple with variable y. I have 1 y here plus 1 more y. Altogether, I have, yes, 2y. How about when I have 1 apple, I give my apple away. How many apples do I have? Apple minus apple? I have no more apple. Again, let's y represent the apple. Y minus y? Yes, no more y. You can write 0y. But when 0 times with anything, you will get 0. That is what we call apple and apple. They are all same variable, or we call it as like term. On my right, there are different variable or unlike term. For example, an apple and an orange. When I have an apple plus 1 more orange, what will we get? Apple orange kind of fruit? No, it still becomes apple plus orange. Same with the variable. If I have y plus z, what will I get? You will get back y plus z. Because they can never mix together. Never. When I have a look at this, I have 1 apple and I give my orange away. What will I get? The same thing, apple minus orange. Same as the variable, what if I get y minus z? Y is not z, they are different things. So y minus z still remain as y minus z. Simplifying expressions. Simplify means 约减. 约减 expressions. I have a cup here. Inside this cup, I have a total number of buttons of C. How many of them? I do not know. So I represent the total number of buttons as letter C. In this envelope, I also have a lot of buttons there. How many in total? I do not know. So I use E to represent the total number of buttons in this envelope. Here, I have two cases. The first case, how many buttons are there in two envelopes and one cup? And second case is, how many buttons are there if I have one envelope and three cups? So I have first case and I have second case. I'm going to total up this first and second case. How many altogether total number of buttons in here? Let me show you how I do that. First, in the first case, I have two envelopes. In one envelope, I know that I have E number of buttons, E number of buttons. In one cup, I also have C number of buttons. So all together, I add them up. So E and E, they are like terms. It becomes 2E plus C buttons. And the second case, I have one envelope plus 3 cups. Envelope, E buttons, plus in one cup, I have C buttons, C buttons, C buttons. Altogether, I have E plus 3C buttons in there. So now I'm going to add up the first case and the second case. Wow, it looks very complex. I have envelope and I have cups. They are all different things. Now, what you learned last week on like term, it can help you. Let me show you how. First, I'm going to arrange all the envelope together from the first case and also from the second case. This is called arranging the like terms, putting all the envelopes together. And then I'm going to arrange all the cups together from the first case and from the second case. This is also collecting the like terms together. Envelope, I put one side. Cup, I put another side. So all together, I'll have C, 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 C. So I have 4 C here. And on my left, envelope, each of them, I'll have E buttons, E buttons, E buttons. All together, I have 3 E buttons. So, by arranging all the envelopes together, all the cups together, I get 3E plus 4C here. And this is the same as I get from my first case here. My first case is here. I add up 2 expression and I'll get 2E plus C plus E plus 2C here. So I can say that by arranging the like terms together, envelope and cup, this is called simplifying the expression. If you make a very complicated expression like this, I rearrange it again and I get a simpler one here by just arranging the like terms together. Therefore, on my left, I have E here and E here. So, E and E, they are both like terms. I can add them together. 2E plus 1E becomes 3E. So 3E is here. And for cups, I have C, 1C here, plus 3C here. 1C plus 3C, they are both like terms. So I'll add them together and it becomes 4C. So this is how we group the things together, we group the like terms together. This is called simplifying expression. Simplifying expression in addition. So all these are addition. So I have C and I have D. C plus C plus C plus D plus D. I group the like terms together. So C are all like terms, and D, they are like terms too. So it becomes 3C. I collect this here. There are 3 C's here, and there are also 2D here. So this is called collecting the like terms together. C I put aside, D I put aside. And then the same thing I add up, 3C, and D, the same thing I add up. So this is called simplifying expression, 约减. Next, I have 4x plus 3x. First check, are they like terms? Yes, they are both having variables to the power of 1. So can I group these two together? Yes. Therefore, I take the coefficient plus the coefficient. It becomes 7x. Next, subtraction, 3x minus 2x. Are these two like terms? Check. Variable, variable. To the power of 1, to the power of 1. Yes, they are. So I can minus the coefficient. So 3 minus 2, I'll get 1x, and 1x is 1 times x. So I can also write that as x. 8x minus x. So are they like terms? Check. Yes, they are like terms. So I can take 8x minus x. Be careful, 8x minus x is also 8x minus 1x. There is one invisible 1 here. 1 times x. So I take the coefficient together, 8 minus 1. It becomes 7x. X plus 2. First check, are they like terms? I have x here. There is no x here. So they are not like term. So what should I do? Remember the apple and orange case? If there is one apple, there is one orange plus together, can I mix them together? No. So keep them the same. It is equals to 3x plus 2 as it is. Practice makes perfect. There are 2 questions here. The first one, simplify, 约减. So there are first few quite simple one. But look at H here. H here, there is a bracket here. So what should you do? Do whatever is inside the bracket first. And then the last one is there is a multiply here. So what should I do first? Again, do as whatever is inside the bracket first, then only times with the 2. Try this out. Second question, if possible, simplify by collecting like terms. So it says, if possible, 如果有可能，所以没有可能的话，先放着。Simplify by collecting like terms. So put the like terms together. Envelope one side, cup one side. So for all the questions, you first have to check, are there like terms? If they are, solve it. If they are not, then not possible. Orange and apple, just leave it like that. I'll see you in the class and we'll discuss it together. Simplifying expressions, this round with brackets. I have m plus n in a bracket, minus m plus m plus m in another bracket. Remember chapter 1. We will do whatever is inside a bracket first, then times and divide, then only plus and minus. 先做括弧里面，才做乘除，后做加减。So check inside. Is there any like term? Yes, I have n to the power of 1 to the power of 1. So yes. Okay, put n down. Whatever is in front here, is called coefficient. So it's 1 plus 1 becomes 2. Next, check all like terms. So I can put m down. Whatever is in front, there's 1 plus 1 plus 1. Add up together, I'll get 3. What is in the middle? I put it down again. So the answer I'll get is 2n minus 3m. Now simplifying expression with subtraction. 2x minus 4x. Again, I'll check for like terms. Are they like terms? Yes. So I'll put the x down. And then I'll check the coefficient. 2, 4. Coefficient is a number in front of the variable. So 2 minus 4, I'll get equals to negative 2. So this is my answer. Simple. Subtraction. Negative 3x minus x. Check for like terms. Yes, they are like terms. So I'll put my variable down, x. And then there is my coefficient. Oh, there is no coefficient. Remember, before that we know that. So if there is nothing here, that means there is 1 here. It's a hidden one. So negative 3 minus 1, it becomes negative 4. So this is the answer. So we now come into the addition and subtraction together. We have 3x plus x minus 7x. Again, we look for the like terms. Check the variables. Check for the 字母 letters. Are they alike? Yes, they are like term. So I can straight away look at the coefficient. 3. Oh, there's nothing here. So there's 1 here. And there's minus 7. So these are the 3 coefficients for 3 terms. So I can do one by one. For example, I can take 3x plus 1x first, and then leave negative 7x at the back. And then check again, they're all like terms. Put x down, and then 4 minus x, you'll get negative 3 from your calculator. So your answer is negative 3x. If you want to do it very straight away, yes, you can. Check for the like terms. For example, check for the x. Yeah, they are all like terms. So put it down, x. And then look at the coefficient, 3 plus 1 plus 7. In your heart or from the calculator, you can type in 3 plus 1, 4. 4 minus 7 is negative 3. Yes, both are okay. If you like step by step, you can do this. Else, you can also straight away write the answer as negative 3x. Last but not least is question 3. If possible, 如果有可能 simplify 约减，有可能才约减哦。What is possible? Possible means if there are like terms, then we can group them up. If there is no like term, then we just leave it as it is. Let's do one example. 3a minus 5a. Are they like terms? Check for the alphabet, the letter. A, yes, they are like terms. So put equal. Put the like term at the back here. And then you can look for the coefficient. Look at the number before the alphabet. I have 3. I have minus 5. Choose 3 minus 5? Yes, negative 2. So my answer is negative 2a. Let's look at C. First, check for the like term. There is D here, A. There is no D here. So there is no like term. 没有同类的. So what can we do? We cannot do anything. So it's not possible to solve this. So we'll just put the answer is apple is apple, orange is orange. 2D minus 2. Put it back as it is in the question.